The room spun as I clutched the edge of the kitchen counter, my knuckles whitening against the cold granite. My wife's laughter still echoed from the backyard, sharp and carefree, her words slicing through the summer air. Oh, I'd trade him for a better model in a heartbeat. The neighbors' chuckles had followed, but one voice, low, deliberate, unfamiliar, cut through the noise. Name your price, Sarah. My stomach lurched. It was just a joke. It had to be. But the way she paused, her silence stretching too long, made my chest tighten until I could barely breathe. The backyard barbecue had started innocently enough. The scent of charred burgers and sunscreen hung heavy under the late afternoon sun. Sarah, radiant in her yellow sundress, flitted between guests, her smile a beacon that drew everyone in. I'd always loved that about her, how she could make a stranger feel like family in minutes. But today, something felt off. Her glances darted toward our new neighbor, Ethan, more than once. His broad shoulders and easy grin seemed to linger in her orbit, and I caught the way her fingers brushed his arm when she handed him a beer. A fleeting touch. Nothing, I told myself. Just her being friendly. Inside, the kitchen was a sanctuary of clinking glasses and the hum of the fridge, but my mind churned. I replayed her joke, her words looping like a broken record. Trade me. For who? Ethan. The guy who'd moved in 3 weeks ago, always lingering by our fence, asking Sarah about her garden. I shook my head, trying to dislodge the thought. She loved me. 12 years, a mortgage, late-night talks about kids we hadn't had yet, those weren't things you threw away. But doubt gnawed at me, a termite in the foundation of my certainty. I stepped onto the patio, forcing a smile. Sarah was by the grill, her head tilted toward Ethan as he spoke, his voice too low for me to catch. The way her eyes sparkled, the way she leaned in, it wasn't the Sarah I knew. Or was it? Had I missed something? My heart thudded, each beat a question I didn't want to ask. I approached, beer bottle sweating in my hand, and cleared my throat. Having fun? My voice sounded tighter than I meant it to. Sarah turned, her smile faltering for a split second before it snapped back into place. Oh, you know me, just keeping the party alive. Her tone was light, but her eyes flicked to Ethan, then back to me, like she was measuring the distance between us. Ethan grinned, raising his beer in a mock toast. She's a keeper, man. Better watch out, or someone might steal her. His words were playful, but his gaze held mine too long, a challenge I couldn't name. The afternoon blurred. Laughter, clinking plates, the buzz of cicadas. But every moment carried a weight I couldn't shake. Sarah's hand on Ethan's shoulder when she laughed at his story about his old job. The way she didn't meet my eyes when I asked her to grab more ice. Small things, pinpricks of unease, piling up like leaves in a storm. I wanted to scream, to demand answers, but I stayed quiet, my cowardice dressed as patience. By dusk, the guests had thinned, and Sarah was in the kitchen, stacking dishes. I found Ethan alone by the fire pit, poking at the embers. She's something, isn't she? He said, not looking up. My throat tightened. Yeah, she is. I waited, expecting him to laugh it off, to say it was all a joke. Instead, he met my eyes, his expression unreadable. If she ever wants that trade, I'm serious. No strings. Just an option. The fire crackled, spitting sparks into the darkening sky, and my world tilted. I stumbled back inside, my pulse roaring in my ears. Sarah was humming softly, oblivious, scraping leftover potato salad into a container. Sarah, I said, my voice raw. She turned, and for the first time, I saw it, a flicker of guilt, quick as a shadow, before she smiled. What's wrong, babe? She asked, too brightly. I opened my mouth, but the words wouldn't come. Did she know? Had she already made her choice? The truth hit like a freight train. Ethan's offer wasn't a joke. And Sarah's silence earlier, that endless pause, it wasn't surprise. It was consideration. My wife, my anchor, had weighed her options in that moment, and I hadn't been enough. The kitchen spun again, the walls closing in, and I realized the betrayal wasn't coming. It was already here, smoldering in the space between us, waiting for a spark to ignite.